Kixeye has lowered the damage in the level 138 Pillage target, so I'm going to take my fleet out and see what sort of damage I was getting. Hey everyone, Derpy here. Welcome back to another Battle Pirates video. Starting out with this target, you're going to see that I'm going to drive fairly standard here, zoomed out a little bit so you can see what's going on. Approaching this first cluster, I'm going off from the left side, so I use these mountains here to block both the ship weapon and as well as these vulture missiles right here. And staying right here, nothing's doing damage to me, it's only mortars, which should all be getting shot down perfectly fine. So that's the approach for the first section of the target here. Again, you can see these vulture missiles are being completely blocked by the mountain, and I did kill this little gore saber here with all the splash damage. So the initial part of this target here is not that bad. That's probably because there is no heavy weapon shooting at you, so there you go. Moving forward here, I'm going to engage the vulture missile and the thunderclap, and I am driving stack throughout this whole thing. It may be better to use a ship as a tank. I don't want to do that extreme amount of driving every single time I hit these particular targets, so I'm just going to go through it here. Now, maybe better, there may be a slightly better path to avoid the ice field here. I kind of went over two of them. If you looped all the way around the bottom of the target and back up, you might be able to get away with just going through this one, but I didn't want to spend that amount of time driving the target. I just want to do it fairly easily. At this point, I'm going to sneak across to the right side of here. I did get one shot from the brimstone, did come towards me, unfortunately, when I went just in range here. So we'll see if that gets shot down or if it ends up hitting me. But now that this turret cluster is down, I'm going to charge towards the Hellstar cluster. If I did split my ships up right here across all five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so they're a little bit separate, I didn't take so much splash damage. That may have been a good thing because the brimstone here won't do quite as much damage, but it is still shooting at me. It's doing splash damage to all the ships when it does hit. Now I'm going to try and take this thing down fairly quickly, as well as move forward to kill the next Hellstar, get in position for that. I will end up taking damage from the next heavy turret here, the Thunderclap, while I'm doing that. Against the Thunderclaps, if you do try to keep moving, you should reduce your damage by a little bit, because it is, a splash dumbfire weapon, so it's going to potentially miss you some. Now against this next Thunderclap, when I kill it, I have to enter into the damage area of all these other turrets right here, which I should be shooting down most of the normal turrets. It's just the second brimstone here that I entered that's doing more damage to me. Again, I'm going to try and keep moving a little bit. If I was driving super heavily, I would split all 5 ships off a little bit and hopefully take some less damage like that. I'm in range of vulture missiles. It would be better to approach this particular island from the bottom so I wouldn't take too much damage and could block some of these with the mountains, but I'm not really wanting to focus too difficult doing this. By the way, I am using a steelhead screw because it is one of the ones that pretty much always works in every target. It reduces both the penetrating as well as the explosive damage, so there you go. Make sure you get the top couple turrets up here and grab those because you want to do more damage to those. Generally speaking, 1 volley, 2 volleys is enough for most of these regular turrets. At this point, there are 2 different heavy turrets left, the brimstone right here as well as the thunderclap directly below that. Try and keep moving, using the mountains here to block the thunderclap right here. It does no damage, it is blocked by mountains. Remember that in this target. Maybe you can find a better path than the one I'm taking here, as well as going for some other things here. At this point, you're shooting down only mortars, which is completely fine, so the target is over. You can walk away, wait for the loading screen to come back up. Let's go ahead and see, after I kill these things, what sort of damage I'm taking, what my build is. I'll give you a preview. I am not using armor on all ships. Only 2 of them are armored, one of which is not the flag. I'm slowly going to be adding that armor on more as we start getting it throughout the TLC, like the one we just had, as well as if it shows up in any other places. But there you go. Here's my first run at the target once the damage has been tuned down, because quite frankly, it was way too high before. Damage taken is a little bit more explosive than penetrating, which probably means I could do a little bit better job avoiding some of the thunderclaps, but it's really not too surprising to have this damage composition or result. It's about even. 1 hour, 24 minutes damage, and that was compared to the first time I hit this target was 2 hours and 39 minutes. So the damage has been cut in half for me, or my driving has improved by a little bit. There you go. This target is now what I would consider doable for acceptable damage driving. On auto, it's probably a little bit too high, a little bit more than we wanted, but these are my results. In terms of my build, the flagship is set up here as a 100% anti-mortar tank. I might shift 1 or 2 specials on that in terms of the Hydro Atomizer nozzle, the countermeasure loader 4. Still not sure on that one. Then ships 2 and 3 are the same, no armor on those. Ships 3 and 4 are the same as those ones, but do have a couple shifts in terms of adding on 2 of each type of armor plate. Like I said, I'm slowly going to be adding on more of that on my fleet. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any questions on Battle Pirates content, comment down below and I will answer. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and this is Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.